When you look at some of the things that you've maybe adjusted over these last couple of years, when you do that kind of in the mirror, trying to figure out what you've done wrong, what you want to do better, what you've done right, what are some of those things that stuck out to you that you said, okay, in year three, I'm going to adjust these things?
I think not so much focusing on the results, as far as really, focusing on, not skipping steps, not rushing, not feeling like you rushed. This is a fast-paced world, and I think it gets into coaching and teams as well. Like you said, oh, it's only 3 weeks left. We got to do this. We got to do that. We can't miss the steps. And I think at times you get caught up into trying to get results instead of getting your team better. No matter what, like getting your team better, and those results might not show up right then, but they're getting better. So now you can coach your team and guide your team, with that positive and really positive, and it's not fake, right? Like it, like it's coming. I think every coach knows when their team is getting better and when things are getting ready. It's just a matter of when it happens, right? And I think that was the thing that for my first 2 years, it's really, this is a program, right? Like you're not worrying about results, doing all the things and then doing the right things and not skipping steps, and then results will happen.
You talked about not being fake, and you said like you can know if something's not right. You also addressed the fact that you feel like you're doing more together as a family. Just having that not be a word or a buzzword, but to have that actually be what this is. Just how you've seen the team come together, how you've seen the culture grow of the team, and that the guys, whether they're starters or not, whether they're new or not, just how everybody's kind of come together into this family, and why you feel like it's maybe more connected than it's been.
Because we coach it, all right? We coach it every day. We practice it. We practice what our bench needs to look like. We practice everything. We didn't miss a step. Being able to, talk. We spend more time together, not even off the court, when we finish practice. We discuss what we think about practice, right? Like, what do we think we need to be? Where do we need to get to? Things like that. And so, and we talk about, sacrifice, right? Like, what's the sacrifice? We all gonna have to sacrifice. And in this group, through the recruiting process, up until now, they all knew that they had to sacrifice. Donnie coming back knows he has to sacrifice. JJ coming back knows he has to sacrifice and wants to sacrifice. So again, that was a big part of everything that we did when we built this program with this team right here, especially this team right here. And we're in a good space. I'm excited for this group. Like I said, they're a connected group. And those are the things that we really focused on. Obviously, you got your action, basketball stuff, but it was really, in true connection, not fake connection, true connection. We really pushed each other and spent a lot of time with each other and challenged each other as people and getting to know each other. And, I'm just excited.
There was recruiting with just for talent, and then there was recruiting for character and talent. And Penny Hardaway addressed that. He said, 1 year I just looked for talent and it didn't work out, but the next year I looked for more than that. Just what you can say when you are looking in the transfer portal as well as freshmen, to go beyond the talent, to look for who truly fits what you're trying to do.
We talked about this earlier. Everybody that we brought in, they had a story behind it. They had a story with them, and I think that was really important for us, whatever their story was. And that story had to have some type of fight, some type of adversity, some type of, overcome something, because, the season is long and there's ups and downs in the season, and, you can't drop your head. You got to pick your head up and you got to keep moving. And I say, and I keep saying, the true meaning of confidence and true, and that comes with the work, right? And so we work hard, all right, but we work with a vision, we work with a purpose. It's an understanding of everything that we do. And I don't know if that was always the case in years past, but those are the things that we've changed.